Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current live situation is. Hello, YouTube. This is Jeffrey Kite back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities. I am in beautiful Tallapoosa, Georgia, in Haralson County. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's a pretty interesting place, Haralson County is. But today, in beautiful Tallapoosa, Georgia, at Veterans Memorial Park. I was watching TikToks a couple weeks ago, and there was a fellow school teacher that posted a TikTok and said, did you know there's a place in Haralson County, Georgia, in Tallapoosa, that you can go and see and touch real military equipment that was used in the Vietnam War and maybe some other conflicts that the United States has engaged in? And I thought to myself, I said, no way. The only other place that I can think of that something like that exists is down in Warner Robins at the Georgia Air Museum. And hopefully one day I can make a video and do some footage down there for that. So I had some time today on Father's Day to come over here after I did my filming of Haralson County, and I'm gonna check out this Veterans Memorial Park. Y'all come along and go with me. Let's see what we can find. Right off the bat, as soon as you come in, park your vehicle and start making your way down through the park, you see this beautiful example of one of the old Huey helicopters. Now, in Vietnam, this was primarily used as a medical evacuation vehicle. They did transport some troops. They'd provide resupply missions, close air support, some attack capabilities and things. So this bad boy right here, I know, got a fire alarm going on behind me. But this bad boy right here, it was a workhorse in the Vietnam War. And again, folks, the beautiful thing about this park, you can go up, touch, and open some of these vehicles here. Let's take a look inside of a Huey. You're not gonna see the electrical components. They've stripped them out, but I wonder what stories this old bird could tell if it could talk. Now this behemoth right here, this is an M60 A1 tank. I believe they call it the A1 Abrams. And this is a behemoth here. Now this thing, I mean, again, you can walk up and touch this thing, but read the sign right there. Keep off equipment. So don't come out here climbing on this stuff. But you can certainly come up and touch it and experience the power and the size of these vehicles. Right, that cannon you see right there, 105 millimeter cannon. Woo! Thing packed a punch. They used this in the Vietnam War and in the Gulf War. So let's walk up here and get a little bit closer look at it. That's the sheer size of this thing. And I mean, it's made out of just some solid steel. I mean, some heavy stuff. Look at one of these here wheels. I'll hold my foot up to it. Compare the size. I wear a size 9.5, size 10, just kind of give you some perspective on that. And look at these tracks right here. These tracks, one of them, I'll step back a little bit. One of them right there, about the size of your hand. I mean, just big old massive piece of equipment here. I'll zoom out a little bit. It packs a punch, man. I think some of them still use it today in today's military operations. So I want to make a quick correction. That tank that we just saw, that is not what an Abrams tank is. Abrams, I did some quick research. The Abrams came after that one. What the tank we just saw right there, the M60A1, is a modernization of the M48 Patton tank. So that tank that we just saw was, you know, 50s, 60s era tank, and then the M1 Abrams came after that evolution. So just want to clarify that. Now this right here is an M578 light armored recovery vehicle. They would go and recover armored personnel carriers and maybe some other types of equipment if it was broken down in the field. Now folks, if you thought that right there, that M60A1 tank was a behemoth and packed a powerful punch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me show you this behemoth right here. This, my friends, is what's known as the howitzer. This baby is over 62,000 pounds in weight and fires could fire 30 230 millimeter rounds in an hour. Those 230 millimeter rounds, they weighed 200 pounds a piece. It could fire 30 of those in an hour. Incredible machine. And man, it packed a tremendous punch. Right there, that's the crank that would go on it, and I think it would go somewhere right around in there, because here's the seat a soldier would sit in and would crank that thing and just crank that cannon up or down and adjust it according to whatever it needed to position itself in and fire that round. Over on the other side is another seat. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Yeah, you see it right there. Seat right here. And I guess they would do some kind of coordinates or do something with that piece right there. I'm not, I didn't serve in the military, but I'm very, very thankful for you guys who did, who might be watching this video, and I appreciate your service. Make comments in the comment section down below if I have this right or if I've got any misinformation. I don't want to do that. I always want to be accurate in these videos. But I do know right here, this is where they would load that 200-pound shell and fire it at the end of that cannon. Right there. Amazing piece of machinery right here. And I didn't know this. I came around and looked right here. I do know that the howitzers didn't act as bulldozers. So they used, especially in Vietnam, these special bulldozers. I think they were called rovers. Again, guys, just tell me in the comments if I got that correctly. They use these special bulldozers named rovers to clear land and set up howitzers and other equipment and camps and stuff. So I'm thinking this right here, I mean, you're firing a 233 millimeter cannon. I'm thinking this right here is what anchored the howitzer down in the ground and kept it from, flipping backwards and just, moving back out of position. How powerful this thing was. And let me tell you all about this special little beauty right here. This is an F-105. and this was an absolute workhorse in the Vietnam War. Flew so many combat missions. Just, if you read any of those pilot stories, just harrowing and dangerous missions, is just incredible. And this is actually a rare sight to see an F-105, because they built over 800 of them. And out of those 800, I think over 550 were destroyed in combat, either through accidents or they were shot down in combat. And out of those that remained, 133 of those got scrapped, and that only left 108 surviving F-105 planes that you can see on display here in the United States of America. And I am just overwhelmed and in awe that I'm able to see one here today in little old Haralson County, Georgia. And one of those pilots of the F-105 plane was from Bremen, Georgia. And he has a harrowing story that I'd like to tell you. Folks, this is Colonel Dewey Waddell. And you can read this while I talk, or just put it on pause and fast forward the video, whatever you'd like to do. But on July the 5th, 1967, he was on his 48th mission. And he was shot down by Vietnam forces July 5th, 1967. And he was captured and spent 6 years at the infamous Hanoi Hilton. And if you have seen my Prisoner of War Museum video that I did, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And if you have seen that video, you know the conditions in the Hanoi Hilton were just absolutely brutal. 6 years he spent in confinement there. He was held at gunpoint. He was in that infamous propaganda film, Prisoners in Pajamas, and that is how his family found out that he was alive. Went through so much pain, so much torture, and he did it for you. He did it for me. He did it for my friends and family who were alive back during that time. He did it for all of America, folks. And you know, no matter how you feel about war, you know, you got to tip your hat and you got to respect these guys that gave their time, their energy, their effort, gave up time with their family to go fight for freedom and to keep you safe and to keep America at the forefront of, you know, a world power. And just, you know, I know there's a lot of politics that get involved in war, and, you know, we all have our opinions about it, but at the end of the day, it's guys like Colonel Waddell that I admire the most. Not a president, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it, not a president, not a member of the House of Representatives, not a senator. This guy right here, and his friends and his buddies, those are the guys that I look up to. Those are the guys that I call true Americans. So as you can see, this F-105 is high in the air. You know, you can't really touch it, can't really see it. But this one over here, that one is. Come on, y'all, let's go explore this beautiful plane. Silver tongue. A silver tongue devil, I guess. You know, it's rare to have one F-105 Thunder Chief on display, but this county is so blessed. This park is so blessed. I am so blessed to be able to come and visit two of them. Here's another cannon. Again, guys, I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but I don't know any information on this. If you do, just put it down in the comments. The placard that you can read and get that information off is being, I guess, is being refurbished or something. The pieces come off of that, so, but I did want to show it nonetheless. Some old cargo trailers. But look how beautiful this park is. You know, they've honored the past out here really, really good, but they are also honoring the present and giving us a little bit of the future by planting this beautiful elm tree right here. It's not much right now, but I'm sure over the next 250 years, as we celebrate America's 250th birthday this year, now this tree will grow strong, tall, and be that symbol of freedom and steadfastness and stick-to-itiveness. And we as Americans have always embodied and just found a way. We've always found a way to resolve our conflicts, to do what's right, stand for what's right. And whenever we see an injustice, we try to, try to stop it, do better. Because once, I've said it before, if you know better, you do better. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful place this is. Folks, if you have not been out here to Veterans Memorial Park in Tallapoosa, Georgia, Haralson County, Georgia, you're missing out. This was, it's a beautiful place. It's a somber place where you can celebrate the lives of those who gave so much to us, for us, and the generations that's gonna come after us. And it's a place that you can go for a nice walk. You can do some fishing, as you saw them families down there. Just what a beautiful place it is. What a wonderful, wonderful day to spend, you know, part of my afternoon. To the citizens of Haralson County, thank y'all so much for having me come along and enjoy some of the sights and sounds of your beautiful, beautiful county. I hope to be back again someday and bring others along with me. Y'all do it up right. Y'all do it up right out here in Haralson County. So, as always, folks, tell me what you think down in the comments. What did y'all think of this beautiful, beautiful park? As always, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one. Bye.